So I recorded everything that I got up to after my 2 kids went to bed. I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, and this was a solo parenting evening for me because my husband was away, which hasn't happened for a while because since he's left the army, he's home every single night. He left the army over a year ago when our daughter was about 6 or 8 weeks old, and honestly, it was such a relief when he finally came home. And it obviously relieved a lot of pressure on me to do all the cleaning, all the cooking, all of the childcare, all of the bedtimes, all of the bath times, all of the prepping for nursery stuff. That was all stuff I just had to do every single day on my own, and I kind of didn't realise how difficult it was until I didn't have to do it anymore. That being said, I'm definitely more productive when I'm on my own, and I think it's just because I don't really want to sit down on my own and just do nothing. But this is coming from a mum who's actually having full night's sleep at the moment, so if you're not in that place right now, please do not look at this video and think this is what you should be doing of an evening, because if you're waking up with your baby and your toddler in the night, you are not supposed to be the most productive version of yourself right now. You are supposed to be looking after yourself and being kind to yourself. Anyway, starting off at about 7:15, here's everything that I got up to after my 2 kids went to sleep. I picked up all the wet towels from outside the bathroom because obviously I'd done bath time with the kids. After bedtime, I usually get my baby down first and then go in to my toddler's room, well, my 4-year-old's room, sorry, he's not really a toddler anymore, lay with him, read him a story, scratch his back until he falls asleep, and then I come out and escape. I tidy up the bathroom because I never am able to do this in the moment. Obviously, let out all the water, get rid of all the bath toys and everything like that, and then I also just try and just tidy up generally in here. Pick up even more wet towels off the floor and then try and dry those out on the radiator. Take my more expensive shampoo and conditioner out of hiding because I hide it from the kids when they're in the bath because they squirt it everywhere and I'm not wasting that money. And then I'm just going to clean out the bath with some bathroom cleaner. If I'm totally honest, I do not do this every night. I probably do this about once a week, and as I had the camera out, that's the time I decided to do it. My husband actually redid the bathroom in April and did most of it all in one go, other than the panelling and boxing in of the bath basically, so he's going to be doing that in November, I am told. Anyway, after the bathroom was sorted, I headed downstairs to see what state the kitchen was in, and it was not in that bad of a state at all. It was just me and the kids, and it's generally cleaner when it is just me and the kids because there's not another adult's mess to tidy up as well. And I cooked dinner, so that means it's generally going to be tidier. Obviously there's baby food all over the floor, high chair's a mess, but time to get the AirPods in and crack on. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song, and then you stood there smiling at me as so many times before. I'll never wanna be away, leave you again. You are all I want and more. It is true. If only I could do one thing, I'll be with you. It is true. Baby, how I need the loving of you. Waiting at the doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for too long. Then I try and just shove everything on the baby's high chair down onto the floor so I can sweep and mop. I tend to sweep all the big bits up rather than hoover every time, and we have a big German Shepherd cross, so we have so much hair in this house, it's unreal. Sweeping and hoovering is like an hourly occurrence, let alone a daily one. And then when it comes to mopping, our mop is broke, so I've literally just chucked over some floor cleaner onto the floor, mixed it with water, chucked it onto the floor, and then I'm mopping with that because the spray feature on this mop has broken. Anyone has any good recommendations for mops, I am all ears. I want easy mops that don't break, that would be fantastic. And then this is about as clean and tidy as our kitchen gets, which I'm more than happy with. And then I head into the living room to tidy up all the toys and stuff and sort out the sofas and make sure there's no dog hair all over those, because trust me, there usually is. I would like to add at this point that usually the living room and the kitchen are a massive state. Like, this is not an accurate representation of what my house looks like usually, but the TV was on tonight, so both the kids were kind of relaxing in front of the TV after a long day. To be honest, I think we need that sometimes, and I'm not going to feel guilty for it, for letting my kids watch TV after nursery and stuff. My little girl didn't go to nursery on this day, but she had nursery the following day, so I just needed time to prep dinner on my own. Obviously, I had no backup with me this evening, so yeah, that's why the house is looking pretty tidy. Again, it definitely doesn't normally look like this, so if your house is normally a state, trust me, same. Then it's time to try and sort the kids' nursery bags for the day after. I try and do this the evening before the day of nursery just to make my life easier in the mornings, especially on those days where they both have nursery. My son is 4 and he goes to nursery 4 days a week, and my daughter has just started nursery and is going 2 days a week. It's only her 3rd week going and she seems to be really enjoying it. Each time we go, she's more and more keen to go to her key worker, which is so nice to see. George wanted to take some pumpkins into nursery because we went pumpkin picking last weekend, and he wanted to take them into nursery to show them. He is that kid that brings something into nursery every single day without fail. It will be a different toy or a different thing that he wants to show his friends or his key worker. Like, he's obsessed, and frankly it's the only way I get him out of the house in the morning, so have at it, take something into nursery. But once all the spare clothes, the puddle suits, the wellies, the shoes are all laid out ready, then I can go and pop everything else away, pop the pumpkins back where they belong, which is apparently just by the side of the hob, and then head upstairs to sort out everything else up there because there's plenty to do up there. At this point is where I start flagging. I really just want to lay in that bed, but I can't do it until all of this washing is away. I need to actually change this bedding as well, because this is actually a double duvet. It's like our spare duvet set basically, because unfortunately a couple of days prior there was a bed accident, not naming any names, but one of our kids wet our bed, and it just meant we had to wash all of our bedding and all of the duvet and everything, so that was just taking such a long time to wash and dry. We should have just taken it to the laundrette in hindsight, which I will do in future, but I just didn't have the time, or I didn't think about it. So now is the time I'm going to replace all the bedding. You can see the king size duvet is draped over, or the king size duvet cover is draped over my door. The king size duvet is on my bed. I've obviously got loads of other washing that I'm trying to hang up and dry around the house, things that I don't want to tumble dry, and there's already stuff in the tumble dryer anyway. And then I'm just going to strip this current bedding, the spare bedding, and that's going to go in the wash in a minute. But yeah, it's just a whole cycle, isn't it, trying to keep on top of washing. Like, I don't know if anyone has any tips on how to keep on top of a household full of washing. Like, I just do not know what I'm doing. We don't have a utility room. We do have a tumble dryer, which was the best investment we've ever made. We made that just before my daughter was born, which I do not know how I would have survived without that tumble dryer, and highly, highly recommend if you are about to have a second baby. I'm just at the point where I've got washing everywhere, whether that's dry, wet, like, I do not know at this point. It's all just hanging around in every crevice of my house. Doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for too long. It is true. Washing done for the day. I've just put that on a timer, and so it's going to go off at like 6 in the morning, so it should be done by the time I get back from the nursery run in the morning. I'm popping these little foam pillow things from George's play sofa on the sofas, the actual real sofa, so that our dog can't get up onto the sofa. Give her a little bit of love and attention, but she's not allowed upstairs anymore because honestly the hair is unreal. She actually used to lay in our bed whenever my husband was away, and that was a lot of the time, by the way, until the kids started sleeping in our bed bed, and that was basically around the age of 2 for George, and since Hallie was born, she's been in and out of our bed as well. We try and keep her in her own bed, but it doesn't always work. You know what it's like. That is why we got a super king size bed, guys. Again, what an investment since becoming a mum of 2. A massive bed so all 4 of us can fit in. It's just a dream. Anyway, I'm here to brush my teeth, jump in the shower. I always shower at night instead of in the morning because, again, especially when I'm on my own, how the hell are people showering in the morning when they've got kids? I do not understand. Unless I got up at like 4 in the morning, there'd be no guarantee I'd get a shower. Anyway, skincare time, Skin and Me. Always. I've used this for 2.5 years now, and I will never ever use anything else. Wanted to get rid of my hormonal acne, I did, and now I want to keep my hormonal acne at bay, and that's what this does. I also use this Garnier Summer Body Gradual Tan Lotion thing. I just love it. It doesn't streak. It's really nice and natural. It doesn't look like you're wearing fake tan. I just think it looks really natural. I actually used this on my wedding day or the day before my wedding day, and I basically just use this whenever I want a little bit of a glow, a little bit of colour, especially in those winter months when I just feel a bit like, you know, a bit pale. So I just pop it on my arms and on my face and around my neck and stuff. And then on the summer, when I want my legs to look nice, I'll pop it on my legs as well. And then I'm just going to moisturise my hands. I'm actually using my Baby's Aveeno Dermexa because it's such a good moisturiser. And then I'm also just going to pop on some lip balm. Nothing fancy, just your good old Vaseline because it bloody works. And at this point, I'm pretty sure it's about 9:15 or so. So I'm definitely very much looking forward to getting into bed and watching Married at First Sight UK. I'm very behind, but I've got 4 on demand or whatever it's called now. I'm trying to hunt for the batteries for the remote control because we always hide the batteries because we don't have the back to this remote, and we always hide the batteries from Hallie because obviously babies and batteries is not a good mix. Once I finally found them, it was time to just get into bed and finally relax. I doom scrolled and watched Married at First Sight UK for a good 2 hours before I fell asleep, and it was perfect. Honestly, there's nothing better than having done your skincare, had a shower, just feeling nice and cozy in a clean bed, brand new sheets, and watching trash TV is like literally my favourite thing in the entire world. So thank you so much for watching my evening routine of a solo parenting day after my kids have gone to bed. Thank you so much. I will catch you later. Love you lots. Bye. Glue all the pieces back together.